Mayors and civic leaders across Canada have long argued that we need to empower our cities. And we agree. Housing unaffordability, income inequality, and the climate emergency, just to name a few pressing challenges, are all felt most acutely in our cities. But granting new powers to just one city and not its immediate neighbors may actually make matters worse. Instead, we need to shift our thinking from a municipal to a metropolitan mindset. Now, what do we mean by a metropolitan mindset? It means moving past the traditional zero-sum mindset that so often pervades local politics, where city leaders compete with their neighbors for scarce resources, to a mindset that inspires, enables, and sustains collective problem-solving across municipal borders. Now, this shift requires extraordinary collaboration between local authorities and across all orders of government. But more than that, it requires us to understand, plan, and govern our cities as metropolitan systems. Now, when most politicians hear the term region, they think about Atlantic Canada, Central Canada, the Prairies, the West Coast, and the North, not the city regions where most Canadians live. Now, that's because in Canada, we tend to think and act at the wrong scale. City leaders largely focus on the micro level, on local and neighborhood issues, while provincial and national leaders focus on the macro level, on the big picture issues. And what's missing is the mesoscale, the metropolitan scale. Now, Canada's 10 largest metropolitan areas are home to more than 20 million residents. Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, Ottawa-Gatineau, Calgary and Edmonton, Quebec, Winnipeg, Hamilton, and Kitchener-Cambridge-Waterloo are more than half of Canada's national population and account for 60% of national GDP. Yet despite their social, economic, and environmental importance, these metropolitan areas are governed inconsistently, pushed and pulled by more than 275 separate local governments in 5 different provinces and dozens more intergovernmental authorities. And that's a problem. Improving housing affordability, transit and mobility, economic productivity, environmental sustainability, equity, and public health requires understanding metropolitan housing markets, transportation networks, labor markets, emissions patterns, income distributions, and social determinants of health, all of which ignore municipal boundaries. Failing to think at the metropolitan scale is costing us precious opportunity at a time of intersecting crises when we can no longer afford to be complacent. So we've come up with a practical playbook for how political and civic leaders can cultivate the metropolitan mindset in Canada's 10 largest metropolitan areas and beyond. Visit metromindset.ca to learn more about our recommendations for change and join the conversation.